What the fuck is up, bitches? Hope y'all doing good. Thank y'all for tuning in to episode 10 now. It's been a long ride. Uh, Sorry for the procrastinations as usual, but it takes a lot to get the show on the road. A lot of pondering, a lot of weed smoking. So shout out to weed most of all. It's 2021. If you still don't smoke weed, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Okay. You guys gotta understand that your government does not have the best interest for you in mind. Okay? The whole point is to cripple as much people as possible. So you depend it on the government. The government creates bureaucracies so they can treat problems such as the homeless problem. People getting paid to take care of the homeless problem are getting paid millions of dollars in LA on a salary basis. So no matter what happens, they get paid. They have no interest in fixing the homeless crisis. No, they have a job to do. And if they fix it, they lose their job. So their job is to make sure that it doesn't fix. And that's the problem with any bureaucracy. That's what our entire government idea or model is based off of. If they run some shit and they pass some shit, that all that does is create bureaucracies. And it's not about efficiency. It doesn't matter when you're paying U.S. tax dollars. Did you guys know that ever since El Chapo got captured, there's been more drugs flowing in Sinaloa than ever before. Apparently, America just got rid of their competition. They don't have to worry about going through certain Sinaloa areas and getting captured or getting killed or getting robbed by El Chapo's people. They're just getting rid of their competition left and right. Apparently, I would say, I'm not sure, but maybe the American military is in charge of the most export of cocaine in Central America, and the head of the human trafficking department in the United States is responsible for the most human trafficking. I mean, you gotta think about it. Even if there wasn't this conspiracy, and it's not really a conspiracy, it's factual, but even if there wasn't this conspiracy, them being in the job of capturing bad guys and human trafficking, there needs to be some human trafficking done. Especially to let the bad guys know that you're not a bad guy. What easier victims than some children that aren't going to be reported for going missing, being delivered at the border. People are flocking to give the United States their children. And have we not learned from history? I don't get how no one gives a fuck about the indigenous children being found. Hundreds and hundreds of indigenous children being found at Catholic schools. And there's been several different Catholic schools with unmarked grave sites. Canada, United States. That's what we did. We tortured children, indigenous children, and killed them, wiped away a whole generation. You know the requirement if you're an indigenous person to send your children to these Catholic schools. And if you know that and blindly turn away at those simple facts, but you um, go to them for your, I don't know what, praying for guidance or whatever. These religions that literally kill children, have a history of killing children, have a history of touching, molesting children, and you still trust that religion and take your children there and still feed them those religious lies. I love God, but not enough to send my children to no Catholic school. You know, when I was a child, when I was a child, I remember learning about religion and thinking to myself, what if it's not real? And then telling myself, oh shit, I fucked up, I fucked up. I should have never thought it wasn't real. Now I'm gonna go to hell, Just for doubting it. What kind of sick shit is that to teach a child? To teach a child? You should teach a child to question everything. Everything you ever told, question it. Straight up. Question everything. Not question some stuff. No, question everything. It is kind of ridiculous how talking to a lot of people, they ignore a lot of data. I'm particularly talking about weed. I can't even really describe what their defense is, but their defense is just shutting down anything that'll shift their perspective on it. And that's just as retarded as believing everything. Not believing anything is just as retarded as believing everything. You can't believe everything and you can't believe nothing. Come on now. People are so scared of this shit. Now, if you don't smoke because of your job, I understand that. If you're paranoid, you just gotta get used to it. I'm paranoid now. That's another thing. I have to stop getting so goddamn high on this show. Sometimes I forget exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. And I sound more retarded than I actually am. But so that's why I got joints now. It's not a fucking eighth in the backwood. But mind you, I'm already high coming into this. So I don't know how much it'll help. But did you guys know that uh who was it? I forgot which cartel it was, but one of the cartels are hunted down two cops for every one cartel that gets arrested, and they're killing them. Now, if you ever been to like deep in Mexico, a lot of the cops are fucking narcos. I remember getting pulled over once in Mexico, deep down in Mexico. Luckily, my cousin was driving, and he happened to be a nurse, and he had his nurse uniform, so they didn't really fuck with us. But right away, they got down. It was like a gang of them. But one of them, I remember, he had a gold gun. A gold gun, gold bracelets, gold ring, but a fucking gold gun. What kind of cop has a gold gun? A fucking dirty cop. And they pulled us over, and they were just like, "Where are you guys going? What are you guys doing?" for no reason. They could just pull you over for no fucking reason over there. And right away they're like, "What's up with your homie right here?" Looked at me because of my fucking hair. He's like, "Oh, you just from the States." I just went like, I was so nervous. They'll fuck with you. If I wasn't with my cousin, they would have fucked with me so hard. Rob me for all my shit. They're so dirty over here. Over there. People complain about cops over here. Go to Mexico. I've been robbed in fucking Rosarito, TJ by fucking dirty ass cops. They just pull you over. Tip. Pro tip. They won't take you to jail. Just tell them. Take me to jail. It's not like the United States. In the United States, if they put you in the back of a cop car, you're probably going to jail. Over there, they'll put you in the back of a cop car just to fucking scare you. The reason why they won't arrest you is because if you go to jail in Mexico, you can pay the people at the police station to just release you. So the cops in Mexico, now now this has been going for a while, but instead of arrest, and you could get arrested for murder, it don't matter. They got tired of arresting people and them getting set free, so they said fuck that. Instead of taking them, we're just gonna take the money instead. That's what they do. They'll just tell you to give them some money. I give them like 60. Just act poor. I look poor, to be honest. I am poor, so I'm gonna give them 60. They're gonna be happy. But I've seen people give them like $300, $600. That's more than they make in a month. So people are blindly giving them hundreds and hundreds of dollars. They'll be happy with fucking $50. But they just legalized weed, so that should be in effect. I don't know when. I think next year, 2023 latest. But once they do that, it's over. Because that's the only reason why cops could fuck with me out there. Is because no matter what, I'm going to have weed. I know I sound like a crackhead, but come on, dude. If I'm at a beach, sober, I'm going to just be like, it'd be nicer if I was high. So wherever I go, my weed comes with me. And that's the way it needs to be for everyone. That way it can just be regular. I'm tired of getting looked at like I'm fucking Satan for smoking in front of children. It's not my fault. It's regular though. I try not to be too political, but sometimes shit is just so so like retarded. And I don't know how people aren't screaming this shit. And honestly, it doesn't matter what fucking hood you're from, what streets you're from. Most shits aren't the fucking trenches. I don't give a fuck what you say. What the trenches really is fucking Auschwitz. Fucking the concentration camps going on today. The fucking hundreds and hundreds, thousands, if not thousands, of children getting abducted at the border and getting sent to these fucking sex camps. That to me is the fucking trenches. So anything else, you're alive. So I don't give a fuck. Right now, it's like the easiest times to live. You can literally stand outside of a fucking burger joint and just ask someone, "Hey, I'm hungry. Can you buy me a fucking burger?" And they'll buy it for you. It's like some of the easiest times to be alive. Okay, you might have lost some friends and some family, but shit, we all have. People are killing themselves left and right, and I mean, If people aren't shooting each other, people are killing themselves to fucking drinking themselves to death, eating themselves to death. And I've seen all that shit right in front of my eyes. It's all the same. The saddest for sure is when young people die, but what are you gonna do, right? You just have to go ahead and mourn about it, but you can't carry that shit around your fucking shoulders and your fucking sleeves. You gotta let shit go. If that would really was an impact on you, then you would be able to hear them forever in your voice. You can always have a conversation with them, like, I wonder what they would say, and you would know exactly what they would say. That's them, man. That's a presence right around you all the time. Give a fuck about no trenches, no bullshit ass fucking streets that these damn politicians fucking designed. Give a fuck if you're from 61st, from I don't give a fuck about none of that. None of it matters. We're all human. Fuck all that other shit. And I'm just saying because I know friends that have killed friends over this shit. Bullshit. Straight bullshit. Shit that means nothing. Originally, what gangs were designed for, gangs were originally designed to protect the people from the police. Because the police used to come around minority neighborhoods and fuck everything and everybody up. So gangs were designed to protect the people from the police. Now, everyone fell into the fucking loophole of hating each other. And I don't know how you can possibly hate your neighbor when the motherfucker that's really destroying everything is right in front of your face. It's disturbing. It's retarded. It's retarded as fuck. That's what I mean. I'm gonna get my fucking land and I'll be self-efficient, self-reliant. Fuck everything, fuck everyone. No neighbors. If I do have a neighbor, I'm gonna have a big ass wall. Fuck all that other shit. And just be ready, you know? You gotta have guns, the equalizer, you know? I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but I'm gonna just mention it again. Somebody I knew died from a fucking blood clot in his heart from. Now, this is not directly linked, but I made the fucking conclusion because I was with this motherfucker every day for about 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. And every day he would sit down all day and eat prepackaged salads. Read the back of the prepackaged salads. It's just sugar in those things. And he missed out on glorious meals because he thought he was doing himself better eating a prepackaged salad. If you want a salad, make that shit. You're definitely meant to grow it, be under the sun for sure. Um, you know how difficult it is to send money? It's kind of retarded. Sorry for overusing that word, but you gotta go buy a fucking $5 money order and then you gotta send it. It takes a while to do that. Other shit takes like 2, 3 business days. You can't even send more than a certain amount without it being suspicious and putting a freeze on your account. What the fuck is a suspicious amount? I know politicians are making a suspicious amount. How could a $5,000 transaction be overboard? That's regular. That's some people's rent. or even 10K, and you think I would want to walk around with $10,000 in my fucking pocket? No, I would rather walk around with $10,000 in my phone. So crypto is the future. Buy it now while it's dipping, cause that shit is forever. I promise you that. Okay, let's see. Oh, don't go all in on crypto though. Just dropping a few dollars every check, you know? And with every high there's a low. So instead of buying high, wait for it to come back down. You know it's gonna hit that high again. It's just like it'll hit that low again. Don't buy at peaks. That's a lot of people's mistakes. They buy at all time highs. If it's going through an all time high, let it reverse a bit. And never get greedy. Know when to pull out. You don't have to pull everything out, but pull some out. Rebuy back in if you want to. That's how I usually do it. But don't bag hold. That's a that's a reason to not hodl, like people say. Now, obviously, not everyone can hodl, but I mean, not everyone can not hodl. We need some hodlers, but most hodlers aren't listening to this. This is for the elite, and I personally sell at all time highs, rebuy back in at dips. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, but that is what I advise. And you know what the scariest thing about crypto is? Not investing. That's really the scariest investment is not investing. Because overall, most cryptos, especially if you're getting a main crypto would be like ADA, ETH, BTC, Dodge, of course. Dodge is more of a gamble, but like I was explaining on episode 8, the higher odds, man, you get higher payouts. So it is riskier, but higher reward for sure. And you gotta not play with rent money. You have to play with money that's gonna be there for a year. Because honestly, different months are different. 2, 3 months can be one thing, and the next 3, 4 months will be a whole different thing, or even year. So never play with rent money. Play with money that you could risk losing because you're not gonna see it for like a year. If you do it right. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. I'm high as fuck. You can't really mass cultivate weed. Now I know you can, But in the sense of Amazon's trying to push for weed legalization now. Of course he is. He can see everyone's phone. He knows exactly how everyone feels about it. He fucking monitors his fucking workers too. And the drivers have to shit in bags and pee in bottles because they can't make it from certain destination to certain destination. And they're being timed. So they have to do that. And there's even some protocols for it too. It's fucking nuts. Excuse me. And they're even being required to set up fucking furniture and shit now. And they get like 5 minutes to set shit up and go to the next house, and that's why they have to shit in bags and shit. Otherwise, they get fired. Amazon has this model of, which is kind of true. I kind of believe it, but humans are inherently lazy. They do less than what's required of them. So the idea is that we want to constantly conserve energy. We want to do the least to get the most shit out of. And it's kind of true. So they have this model of kind of firing everyone after 3 years, really. They kind of want to fire everyone after 3 years. I think they'll even pay you to quit. And they just think that after 3 years, you'll do the least amount of shit to get the most amount. You'll have it kind of cracked dialed in, Which is kind of true. Just people don't want to do that shit, man. People want to do what they want to do. You can't really force people to do what they don't want to do, you can. That's where you get slavery. And that's basically what everyone's under. They're in a bond with their fucking car bills and their fucking day-to-day thing. How can anyone even create anything? They're just in this constant cycle of just eat, sleep, work. It's the same shit, Play video games, if anything. Be on your phone. So, step outside. You should really walk around barefoot for about 30 minutes, but you can get a brain parasite if you step on cat shit or something, so be careful. Mm, let's see. 28. We can wrap it up at that. All right. See you guys. God bless.